Well, hey guys, I'm just moving right along in my series of videos, the sixth video here now on anxiety, paranoia, OCD, and the drugs used for them. Um, right now I wanted to talk about more serious aspects of anxiety. I may have mentioned them before, maybe not. There's several different kinds of anxiety. I mean, it's all about worrying, but depending on your age, it can be quite different. Um, I know that what I go through, what I went through as a child, that really it grips my heart because a child should never have to go through any feelings like this. Children are supposed to have fun. They're not supposed to worry at all, and uh, they shouldn't have fear. And anxiety is a big fear-based disease, issue, problem. And it's so hard. I mean, I know I'm repeating myself, but it's just very important that first off, if you are parents, you're young parents, whatever, if you have a young child going to school, pay close attention to their actions, reactions, how they feel. Um, don't ignore any negativity that they may be displaying, any nervousness uh, or fear. Don't ignore those, because there could be a good possibility they are going through anxiety or something else. So, and a lot of times children end up going through this illness because of their peers, or they don't fit in some way or another. Um, Bullying from the other children, because children can be extremely mean. They do not have any boundaries or a conscience as far as what they may be doing to the person that they are bullying. They don't think about things like that. They're just children. And some children are good children. Some children are bad children. You got all kinds of children. And but I'm just saying again, watch your child. Pay attention to your child, because this sort of disorder can follow them throughout their whole lives. I mean, I'm not saying necessarily that it will, but it can. And it's a horrible thing to have to deal with every day of your life. Now, something else I want to touch base on is my anxiety at the workplace. A lot of my issues that I have, my anxiety issues, my paranoia issues, OCD, I mean, they all go in hand. It doesn't mean you're going to have one because you have the other, but they do have a relationship, these issues. And at work, anxiety plays a major role in my life, because you are expected to do your job, and that doesn't cause anxiety. I mean, I'm always willing to work, do my job, do the best of my ability. But when you are constantly pushed and taunted and put fear into you, whether it be by your coworkers, or if it is by your management team. And I'm not trying to say that I work with a bunch of ignorant folks. I'm not saying that. I mean, everybody's different. I'm saying that I work with some individuals who definitely have no clue about this mental illness. If they do, then shame on them. Because I'm going to say, I mean, I'm sure if somebody in their family were going through this, whether it be their wife or husband, child, brother, sister, whatever, they would not want them to be treated and pushed like over the edge or the brink of feeling these fears and anxieties. They just wouldn't. And I've enjoyed 25 years of working my job, and that's true. I have had some good times, lots of good times, really. But I've had a lot of bad times, and handling it at work is not easy to do, especially if you want to keep your job and you have a clique of individuals, a clique. They will, you know, take the back for each other, back up for each other. They're not going to, you know, they're not going to be in your corner at all. It's all for them, hooray for me and F you. So, going to the superiors about it is pretty much out of the question. What I need to learn to do is deal with it. When people just try to provoke you constantly, and there are a few there that do that. It's unfortunate. It's sad that there are people in this world who seem to only get pleasure for themselves out of making other people miserable. Thus, misery loves company, they say. But it's just sad. I mean, it's sad that they're that miserable or don't have anything to do in their own lives where they feel that they have to make someone else's life like that. It's just sad. And I feel sorry for them, honestly. Even though the ones who have treated me badly in the past, I don't hate them. I feel sorry for them. Because, well, for one thing, they make a reputation for themselves that they don't even know they're creating. People look down on them because of their demeanor, because of the way that they act or carry themselves. And a lot of times, those types of people are believed to be illiterate or not intelligent or stupid or whatever you want to say. And, you know, I don't know. I just have a hard time understanding how people can be that way. I guess that's because I've never been that way. I've never been a self-centered person. I've never been one of them types to bully another person. I have never held hatred in my heart for another person, regardless of skin color or sexual origin or their religion. I mean, people are people to me, and I like people for what's inside. I don't look on the outside. That's not what life's about. That's superficial. So Anyway, I've been dealing with it for a number of years, at least 10 years, where it has magnified. All three of the issues have magnified over the years of dealing with it. I've gone through severe mental abuse. Um, and when I say mental abuse, I mean where people were constantly belittling you, making you feel like you're not a human being, uh, sexist, racist. I have heard the N word many, many times, and I mean that. And not just the N word. I mean, I've heard people make derogatory remarks about Jews and just lots of different people and Asians, and I mean anybody. And it's sad. I mean, and a lot of people have, well, I mean, a lot of people would probably go off on me and say, hey, you don't have to put up with this. Do something about it, Well, what happens when you do that and you're dealing with people that are in a clique? Nobody's going to be on your side. So it's going to be all of them against you. So who do you think they're going to believe, And then I'll be the one out of a job. They'll all still be working, They'll say, oh, she's just nuts or whatever. But trust me, I won't have a job when it's through. Even me going on in this video is taking a huge risk. But this is my only defense. I have to have a say, and I never have a say at my job, ever. And so working in silence and holding all that in is downright gonna make you have anxiety and make you go insane and paranoid and just upset all the time, and it's just something that people shouldn't have to go through. So I guess mainly what I'm trying to bring across on the anxiety issue is people people, you guys don't get it. The ones who are not getting it, think about it. Think about what you're doing to the individuals when you treat them in the way you do. And I'm gonna make another video because this spills over into the paranoia and into the OCD factor. But I just want to get it where I'm finished on the anxiety issue. And this is it. I mean, when you are with your friends, friends don't treat friends in this way. Uh, People do not get pleasure out of someone's distress. If you are a person that's doing that, you need to go get mental help, because that's just downright ignorant. It's not nice. It's sometimes that's something maybe you may need attention. And I'm not trying to go off on these people. I just want them to hear me. I just want them to understand that treating people like dogs, and trust me, I love animals, but for lack of a better word, treating people like they're less than human beings, I'll put it that way, isn't the way to go. You want to be cordial to your friends and your coworkers. You want to work together. That's what we're here for on this earth, to get along together. So just try and keep that in mind, especially the individuals that are doing these things. You know who you are. I mean, all of you know. Think about it. Try to rectify it, correct it, try to work on it, and try to have love for yourself and others. You got to love yourself first. I mean, before you can love others. So just try it out. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.